made you make like this luxury new construction or development like your niche in this business? Because I don't feel like I ever hear you really talk about anything else, any other type of like, you know.
Yeah, well, that's my focus. Like I do all the other stuff I do outside of that is referral based. So I do that stuff, but it's outside of that because the way I was introduced to real estate, not just luxury real estate, just real estate in general. When I came back to South Florida, I walked into one of the most exclusive boutique brokerages in all of South Florida, and their focus was new and pre-construction.
Yeah.
So as a function of sort of where I was, that's what I had to learn. And in learning that, I had a great mentor, Seth Kaufman, really sort of drilled into me. You gotta know the buildings. You gotta know the buildings. So I was going to all these little sales centers in my little red pickup truck all over the place. I had to go over this speed bump sideways because I had a low rider, which is
Wow.
a whole other stuff. With my two suits and my tie and sweating all over the place. But I had to know the buildings. And he was sort of guiding me on, Nate, you got to know the buildings. And because of him, I was able to attend a lot of events. So I learned both the professional side of this and the personal side of pre-construction, of going from a sales center on the site, a trailer or sales center, to a billion-dollar building getting built, and the process of how those developers approach that.
Yeah.
So that was sort of my world. And because I did a lot of that being the only person that looked like me in the room, I made a whole bunch of money. So to be clear, I wasn't running no nonprofit. So we were making money, but it was very isolating sometimes. So for me, as I've gotten more experienced, as I've learned more about it, and people ask me sort of what do I do and how do I move in those spaces, I make it my business to sort of help other people, and I try very hard to just talk about stuff I know.
Yeah.
So that's why I focus so heavily on new and pre-construction, where we're talking about single families or we're talking about condos. That's my space. That's the space I'm most comfortable in. A lot of those principles apply to resales. They apply to rentals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But all of my resale or rental business is all referral because my focus is on the new and pre-construction stuff and anywhere in that life cycle. So from private equity raises before the building gets built to doing the bulk sales to help close out the building, that process is sort of where my bread and butter comes from.
It all makes sense now.